YouTube, what is going on, guys? And today, as you clicked on the video for now, this is something off Google Images that you see. I just found it. So these games on here do not really have any impact on this list. They were just there. But these are the top 15 best games of this year. And before we get into this list, I am going to throw out some honorable mentions out there for you. So there are a couple games here that I do want to give an honorable mention to that really do deserve it. Now, I'm not going to go in really great detail why they deserve it, but just know that they do deserve them. I'm going to go into a little bit of detail for each game. XCOM 2. Let's go ahead and talk about XCOM 2 getting an honorable mention, not making the list. There are... The thing that is about XCOM 2 is that they played this sequel very, very safe, and I didn't feel like it did anything revolutionizing, but it did do something that was very, very good and very, very fun, in my opinion. And I gotta give them props for it, because it was just a fantastic game. Just nothing fantastic. And this one and number 15, this was a very close pick to getting there. Probably the closest, maybe getting there. Firewatch. Firewatch is so fucking good. One of the best narratives, really, in gaming. It's such a great game, great voice acting, just a great narrative. I highly encourage you guys to play. It's virtually everywhere now, except on Wii U, but, you know. Pokken. Next honorable mention is Pokken. I absolutely adore the fuck out of Pokken. It's such a great fighting game. This is from the guys that made Tekken, and then Nintendo said, "Hey guys, why don't you guys make a Tekken basically with Pokemon?" And they were like, "Fuck yes!" But we're gonna add some elements to it, and it's just a very, very fun game. It's very basic, but also very deep in a way as well. We got a couple more. Star Fox Zero. Again, very good game. What holds Star Fox Zero back is there was nothing original about this, and is again a clone of Star Fox 64. While great, it simply isn't enough. Battleborn. I love Battleborn just because it has a single player, and I love it. I love the game. I think it's very good. I absolutely love this game. The characters are great. It just is my Borderlands type of humor that I do enjoy. But these games edged it out via gameplay, story somehow. And these last three games that I'm going to give an honorable mention to are absolutely awesome. Actually, four. So now we're going to talk about Recore. You guys know my thoughts on Recore. You guys can go watch the Recore review. It's a very good game. It has a couple bugs, but you know, grinding towards the end holds this game back, but it's very, very good. Now, this one I did not do a review on. Forza Horizon 3. There isn't really much to talk about here. Just a very good racing game by them, and it is an absolute must-play, in my opinion, if you own an Xbox One. Next game, Mafia 3. This game gets not on the list. It has one of the best stories of the year, and I'm going to tell you guys that. But what does hold it back is the very disappointing mission variety, and its gameplay isn't stellar. And then the final game is Battlefield 1. I know this one will probably get a lot of hate. The multiplayer is fun, but I do feel like this does suffer from a little bit of Star Wars Battlefront syndrome in the fact that I do get bored of it somewhat very quick when I play multiplayer. But yeah, so let's go ahead and now let's get into great detail of what I think of these next couple games, alright? As we get more in, we'll go more in-depth on this, alright? Alright, Hyperlight Drifter. What can I say about Hyperlight Drifter? That really hasn't already been said. And that the fact of Hyperlight Drifter is what's so great about Hyper Life Drifter and why it gets the 15th ranked over all those previous said games is that Hyper Light Drifter does something that's so well. It brings a different style to a Souls-like game it's really kind of needed, and it's so well done too with its top-down view and just overall excellence in gameplay. Um, but yeah, I absolutely adore Hyper Light Drifter. It's a very fun and interesting game, and I highly encourage you guys to go play it. All right, now we're gonna move on into number 14. Super Hot. Um, Super Hot is so fucking good. So fucking good. And what makes it good is that in this very crowded ways of shooters and um in a crowded way, it does something so basic and fucking makes it so fun. Fun as fuck. In the story, for what people say about it, I think it's fucking great. The story, it's just fucking fun, dude. This game's so fucking fun. Super Hot is an absolute so fucking fun. I highly encourage you guys to go play it. Just with the ability to stop time when you're not moving or slow it down to milliseconds. It's such a great fucking idea. And I can't wait for this game to come to PlayStation VR because I'm absolutely going to rebuy it and replay it just for that fucking purpose. Because it makes you feel like you're in the Matrix like no other game that will ever be able to do it like it. So yeah, let's move on to number 13. Dead Rising 4, you guys are seeing the Let's Play of this. You guys, I'm not going to spend too much time on it because you guys know why I like this. It's such a... I haven't finished it, so it could be better or worse, but as of right now, and I might do if I really hate it, but I'm absolutely loving Dead Rising 4. What I love about Dead Rising 4 is that it fucking is so good. Um, in the fact of it just is... Huh? It just is fun. Like, Super Hot is... Super Hot. Like, it just is fun. Like, I know it's mindless and everything, but it's fun in every way, shape, and fucking form. And I highly encourage you guys to, if you're an Xbox One, to pick this one up as well. Alright. Now let's talk about Pokemon. What hasn't really been said about Pokemon, to be completely honest? Um, Besides that Pokemon, it's such a deep and interesting, well, I might mean deep, but it's such a great fucking game. It's that they took a very different formula with Pokemon Sun and Moon and fucking knocked it out of the park. And I love it because it took the risk and it paid off in every way, shape, and form. And there's like a lot of great post-game content too, which is always great in a Pokemon game. And yeah, I highly encourage you guys to play this, pick this one up. If you own a 3DS, it's an absolute must-play in my opinion. It's so fucking good, and I highly encourage you guys to pick this one up. Because I think it's an absolute great game. And alright, now I'm going to spend a little more time on this one because this one is going to be a controversial pick at such a low rating. Overwatch. You guys know what I do and dislike about Overwatch. If you guys watched my review, if you guys watched my bitching of the Game Awards with the guys, um, it's so fucking like eye gougingly bad how this wins a game of the year. This is why I didn't put it in the top 10 because of one reason and one reason only. This game gets fucking boring after a while, and I don't care who you are, you can't tell me. It's just a matter of who has the better picks and who has the better uh coordination. And I think it's and I think it hurts it off that because there are definitely characters that are better, that are outclassed each other, you know. And it's not, oh, this person has this purpose. There are some characters that are flat out useless. Let me look at um, just I'll look at the roster here. Widowmaker, perfect use. She's fucking useless, and I do mean a fucking useless character. She is, at least on consoles, there is no fucking benefit to her whatsoever over Hanzo, because Hanzo's fucking broken in every way, shape, and form over her. Widowmaker, absolutely useless. Um, let's look at the damage dealers of this, and McCree actually outsnipes Widowmaker and Hanzo. The only thing that Hanzo has over McCree is that he can one-shot kill with just a standard move. Mei, fucking, without a shadow of the doubt, the fucking best. Just fucking best. Arguably, you can argue she's the best character in game. Um, there is Torbjorn, useless character over Bastion. If you have one or two on the fucking choice, you're gonna pick Bastion 90% of the time, depending on one map that I know Torbjorn is good on. And again, guys, this game is fun in small doses. Every time I play this for a quantity amount of time, I just get irritated with the game. Yeah, it's just point blank irritated with this game because it gets annoying at some point to make this happen. And that's why it suffers. It suffers because, again, if there's no way for me to chill or do anything besides play multiplayer, Battleborn, I can calm down and say, I'm going to go play the single player campaign. The thing that Overwatch does so much better than Battleborn is that its gameplay is fucking buttery smooth. I'm not going to get anyone wrong on that. It's great gameplay, but the great gameplay, I preach this on this channel, great gameplay only gets you so far in the world of games. I don't care who the hell you are. In today's modern era, it is more acceptable in the old days to have a game that wasn't the best story because of its capabilities. But we live in the year that is 2016 where a game is $60. And this game launched so fucking half-baked. And yet, its gameplay's fucking crisp, don't get me wrong. You can argue that its gameplay is better than a lot of these on this list. And I won't argue with you, but it suffers from sitting there, and it just eggs and eggs and eggs and eggs and eggs the fuck on. And for that reason, I didn't put it in the top 10, guys. It was for this reason, because of its lacking of single player. Look at the Junkenstein's monster. It was really fun. But guess what? They said, fuck you, we're taking it back. And I get it that it's a theme event, but there are easily infrastructure there to put something different in there. And it's a matter of putting in skins that you did on the same exact map. That you have to defend the castle from X and Y, X and Y. But they said, fuck you, we're taking it away because it's a seasonal event. So let's get into the top 10 officially. The Witness. The Witness this is another pick that might shock a couple people for the pure fact of The Witness is, the only thing that, like I said, that holds this game back, and I respect it, is that it doesn't present you with a story unlike the rest of these games that I am going to list that are very good, and I highly encourage, if this game is on this list, go buy it. Like, again, with Overwatch, people are going to shit on me for not putting it as number one, hell, and not even, they're going to give me so much shit for not even putting it in the top the top 10. I put it at, it didn't make the cut in the top 10 in my opinion. So, yeah, what I can say about The Witness is that its gameplay is very good and its puzzles are very challenging, which is what you want in a puzzle game, and is very, very good. What this, I think, the guy who made this Bastion, the game Bastion, Bastion Braid. Sorry, I don't know why I said Bastion, but Braid is an absolute must play. This guy knows how to make great puzzle games, and if you haven't, please go play this game. It is 100% one of the better gaming experiences that you're going to enjoy this year. I promise you that. I promise you on that. Yeah, an absolute great game, and it is a bit pricey, which could, if you're not a fan of puzzle games, this is a game that you should pass on, but if you are a fan of very challenging puzzle games, I think you should pick this one up. Alright, Ratchet and Clank. Alright, so I'm going to talk about this for a little bit. I'm going to do another list that more concerns this game, but Song of the Deep, when I played Song of the Deep, I was like, fuck. Well, shit. Because I always held Insomniac to that standard of they can never make a bad game. They are like a Rockstar, or they are like a, a NetherRealm, it seems like, or it's like a Blizzard, or a Bethesda type game, or From Software now, I think I could put in there. I put in the Coalition, but they haven't made anything that's so impressive. But Remedy, Naughty Dog, of course, Naughty Dog. It was very interesting. And then I played Song of the Deep, and I thought, fuck. Holy shit, this company is capable of making a bad game. Because it happened. So, yeah, and then, and then I played Ratchet and Clank. Ratchet and Clank. Holy shit, they are so fucking good at this franchise. Why? Why would they ever stop making this is my question. They fucking just knock this shit. so far out of the park. The graphics are so fucking beautiful. Beautiful. This is like a Pixar movie. And granted, if you guys watched my Ratchet and Clank movie review, granted, it's not the best movie in the world by any means or stretch. But it is a very good video game movie, and I think the best because of what we have gotten. Um, so this game has amazing gameplay. It's better than any of the games previously, and its story is just as good. It's a reimagining of the first game, which I fucking love. And it reassures my love for this game, its franchise, and what they do. And I think they will continue this in hopefully a strong form. Hopefully sooner rather than later, but I know they are working on the Amazing Spider-Man. Um, so we'll see what happens from there. But who knows? So let's go ahead and get. All right, so let's go ahead and get on into it. At number 8. All right, let's move on to number 8. So in case you guys, actually, I'm gonna go back. Number 15 was Hyper Light Drifter. Number 14 was Super Hot. Number 13 was Dead Rising 4. Number 12 was Pokemon Sun and Moon, whatever. Number 11 was Overwatch. Number 10 was The Witness, and number 9 was Ratchet and Clank. Now we move on into number 8. I am sorry for that. I do apologize. But let's move on into Titanfall 2, which lands our number 8 spot. This fucking story mode, so fucking good, the best story mode. And I'm actually gonna get into this. I'm gonna give another honorable mention. Well, actually, I'm not gonna give an honorable mention because I didn't put it in the way of doing it. Because Doom. Before we get into, I'm not putting Doom on this list because, yes, its gameplay's good, but its story kind of sucks. Its multiplayer is fucking terrible. Um, um, so yes, I don't put Doom on this list. I don't give it an honorable mention just for that pure reason. But Titanfall 2, fucking story is so fucking great. One of the best fucking stories of this year. It's so fucking great. Fucking best. Oh, good. It was so good, and the gameplay was so crisp. The Titan combat was so fucking great, too. But where this game has the positive, it also has a negative. I don't know if you guys watched my review. Um, I gave it a very high score. It's multiplayer. While it's very fun, it does, in my opinion, slip back from its originality because I'm not a fan of the new battery system, but that's just me, and so I'm entitled to a different opinion, and I can also be in the wrong, but that's in my opinion. And also, what held it back multiplayer wise is I'm not compelled right now to go back to Titanfall 2, although I will be. I've just been busy with a lot of other games and trying to get this list. I've actually had a recent hankering to play it. Not a massive one though, because I do have a shit ton of other games to play. And yeah. So now we're gonna go ahead and get into number 7. A game actually on this because this was one of the only games. Final Fantasy 15. Let's go ahead and talk about this. Again, this is a game I have not finished. I am putting this on this list because of how great this gameplay is and how great the story is. I'm probably about in like the 7th eighth chapter. I can't remember off the top of my head, but is what is holding this game back from being a very, very higher in this list. This game could have been in the top 2, top 3, hell, even maybe won it easily top 5 if it had a better system for this. What holds it back is its fucking stupidity to. It's like it says, hey, go do this mission that's level 13. I'm 27. Guess what? You get your ass kicked. But yeah, so um yeah, it was really I can tell you guys, but I don't want to spoil it because this game is somewhat new. It's got great gameplay. It takes off what they did in Type Zero, or basically made Type Zero into, and it adds upon this in so many great ways. And its only fucking downfall is that leveling system, because it's annoyance to think I'm doubled what the recommended level is, and I'm still getting my ass kicked. So they need to fix that. So this is where that game ends up because of it at number 7. We going into number 6, and these next two games, I had such a fucking tough decision to make of what game I felt deserved to be in the top 5. Which is at number 6 is Quantum Break. I have recorded this. I'm gonna let that speak for itself, but Remedy, like I said, it doesn't make bad games in recent memory. It's made it's like starter game, which I don't really count, but ever since then, Max Payne 1 and 2, fucking great games for its time. And, so then they move on to Alan Wake and Alan Wake's American Nightmare. Both fucking fantastic games. Fucking fantastic games. Go play both of those if you have not, and then you can move in to Quantum Break if you own an Xbox One. But 100% a must play. If you own an Xbox One, Quantum Break just does it right. What can I say about it? It does it fucking right. Its gameplay's fun. Its story is great and solid. I'm really shocked, honestly, that Microsoft hasn't bought them. But I actually, before making this list, I looked it up. Why Microsoft just hasn't flat out bought them. It is because Remedy wants to stay independent. In case of something. In case, I believe Microsoft were to go out of business, which I don't think will, but they just wanted to have that independence for, their, I guess, for the reassurance. But it is really right now that it is kind of an exclusive company for them, but, you know, it's whatever. Which, yeah, it is an absolute go out and buy this game because it's a fucking great game. I'm gonna let the Let's Play speak for itself, but it is a great story. It's just got a great everything, honestly. Great story, and it's fun gameplay. It got some flack from reviewers for gameplay wise. Um, but I thought it was good. I thought it was a very good game, and I think it is definitely a must own if you own the Xbox One. 100% go out and buy it, because I think you need to. Um, so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and move into number 5, and this is the final game that was up there. I don't know why someone put No Man's Sky or Street Fighter 5. Street Fighter 5, while fun now, but at launch it was a piece of shit. And No Man's Sky, if you guys watch my Christmas video, I'm gonna have to give that game a shot, and see if it was as bad. But Dark Souls 3, very great gameplay. I'm not again. Dark Souls 3 does it so fucking well. It's just a fucking great gameplay. It's gameplay, and if you get more in depth into its story, is very, very interesting. While I do feel like, in some cases that a lot of people like to think like game theory is. I'm not game theory doesn't do the lore for it, but a lot of other YouTubers that I can't remember off the top of my head, and they like to think that's the story, but you know, it's whatever. If you, it's the story of Dark Souls is what you think of it. Um, it's such a great fucking game. And this a lot of people. Miyazaki has said that this will be the final Souls game, and I don't believe that it will be the final Souls game. I believe that this is going to be the final Souls game for a long ass time. I think it is. It's come to the point of it saying, "Okay, I'm done. I'm done with it." I've done so much. Um, for the franchise, and the game has had a lot, and he's had 3 games of the franchise, and then he's also got Bloodborne, which is kind of like this game in a lot of ways. Um, it's just a Souls, but a lot more speed up. But it's I think I don't think we will see another Souls game till maybe 2019, 2018, maybe as an announcement, and then maybe 2019, 2020 before the game's actually released. That would give it I think he wants to make it to where you're gonna have to wait for this game, and I think he wants to give it polish and just really give the time it is necessary to uh do what is needed for the franchise to be successful. And like I said, I do think that we will see a Dark Souls 4, just not for a while. I think he's going to want to give the franchise a break, definitely. And yeah, so now we're going to move into number 4, which is Gears of War 4. Gears of War 4, I really thought was going to be my game of the year. But these 3 other games that topped it just knocked it out of the park. They did things that was just so fucking fun. And Gears of War 4, you guys saw it. I played it with Matthew, and me and Matt had a blast playing it. It was such a great fucking game to just play. It was fun as hell. It was very good. The story was good. It just was like, oh shit, that's cool. Oh shit, this is badass. What, like, the motorcycle. Holy shit, that motorcycle scene was badass. I think it needed a lot more of those 1, 2 big moments to really define it. Um, but yeah, I absolutely think, guys, Gears 4, this is Xbox's big thing for this year, and I think they knocked it out of the park. Um, this was the big exclusive, and I think they did a really great job. I think, yeah, if they keep doing the way they're doing, They won't make a dent in Sony's lead. I'm just gonna be completely honest. I think they need to. They're gonna, just keep doing what they're doing, and I think they are gonna play it safe. And I'm okay with them playing safe because I'm gonna be completely honest. Star Wars, for instance, plays it safe now. If you guys watch South Park, it actually is so much true what they said of um the game or Star Wars. People don't. I don't think really think that Star Wars. I think Star Wars is a good movie. Is it a fantastic like AAA like go buy this game? Or not game, fucking movie. I don't know why I say this. Go buy it on Blu-ray. Go do whatever you got to do to get it. I think it's a game. I can't. I keep saying game because we're talking about games, but it's a movie that we just have fond memories because we haven't seen it. It's like Half-Life 3 almost if that was to happen. If Half-Life 3, they'll just be like, damn, I remember Half-Life 3. That fucking game was so good, and we just have fond memories of it. Not, uh, we don't remember it. We just think that it's great because we haven't seen it in forever. And we just get those feelings of, I remember this and that, the member berries. But I don't want to get too much all, even though I kind of got into it. But, I think Gears of War 4, it was, Ryan McCaffrey at IGN really said it. Gears of War 4 is a lot like, Star Wars The Force Awakens. It just plays it safe. And it does it really fucking well. And yeah, its story's good, its multi's good, Horde's good. I think it's very good. Um, its Horde's not as addicting as I would like it to be. And that's why I did put this next game above it. And I do think it is a really, really good game. Dishonored 2, this game, wow, it is so good. I even at the possibilities of what you can do is so incredible. Um, because you can, um, not freeze. You could kill a shit ton of people and then reverse what you did and just say, "Oh, I never killed anyone." You don't remember that. I went way back in time. Don't nobody remember that. The depth of Dishonored 2 is why, and it could have not as done well because of it's Bethesda's new system of not giving review copies to IGN, Game Informer, all these other things. Just for that purpose, is that they don't want people to give it a bad review, or I think they want people to give it a chance, but I don't know. It could be whatever. Um, I think if you haven't played Dishonored 2, it's really good. Yeah, I think I've said a review on this, and that's why I think that this is without a doubt one of the better games. And the next two games, I'm going to talk about those in great detail because it is so hard to. And I wanted to give number two number one so badly, but I really couldn't do it just because it was. Uh, Dishonored is just a very fun ass game, and I think everybody should deserve to play it. Yes, I don't know what I'm really saying, but it's an absolute glorious game. It had so much detail. It has so much replayability, and it's actually a pretty long game. It probably holds about, I mean, maybe about 20 hours on your first playthrough, which is nice. But yeah, I think it's a real good game, and I think everyone needs to buy Dishonored 2. If so, coming in at number 2 is Inside. Mm. Inside is the platformer. It took Storm. It's made by the people who made Limbo. It's a spiritual successor to Limbo. Um, and the reason I wanted to give this Game of the Year is because of how small the team is. It's about 10 to 15 people. Um, um, Inside is done by a very small team. Sorry guys, I am dealing with some YouTube stuff, and that's why I'm cutting in and out. But it is a very very enjoying game. It You guys have seen it a lot, and that's why. But its story for such a small team, 10 to 15 guys made a game that could contend with each and every game on this list, and is better than almost every game to come out this year, except for one game, in my opinion. One game. It's better than Coalition's Gears of War 4. It's better than Arcane's Dishonored. It's better than From Software's Dark Souls 3. And this is by a group of 10 to 15 guys. And its story is so interesting if you get into the nitty gritty of it. I'm going to let you guys look at that. But it's so fucking good. And it has this mystique of, are you running away from something? Are you trying to get somewhere? Are you escaping? What the hell are you doing? And that's why I love it. Um, mm, mm. Yeah, I just absolutely love Inside, and I think everybody should play it. Mm. Yep. Inside is just such a fucking great game, and I think it's a fucking great thing. All right, so coming in at number 1, you guys know I said that I would put where I put this game at the top. You guys, now this is again. Now I want to put into perspective. I primarily play on Xbox, and I'm equal for everything. But I do primarily play on Xbox. It is my preferred console. If someone said, "What is your preferred console?" I do prefer it just for the controller, and I do enjoy it. But holy fucking shit, Uncharted 4 was so fucking good, and I can finally talk about it. Uncharted 4, guys. It is my game of the year 2016. It is fucking great. Fucking great. Like I said, I think, like, they do it again. They do it again. Naughty Dog. It is the fucking best game to come out this year. Its story is fucking great. It's fucking, oh, just everything about it. Everything about it. Fucking, it's fucking, oh my god. Its story is a fucking piece of art of how good it is. Um, it's just so fucking great. Its story is, I'm not, again, I don't want to spoil it, but it is to be said as Nathan Drake's last adventure, and it could have not gotten any better way. It is so, so good. It is an absolute must play. I think everybody needs to play it. I think, yeah, it just needs to be played. Um, I think that it is such a just kick ass game. Its gameplay is solid. It fixed everything. Its gameplay is fucking great. Its story fucking fantastic. It literally does everything right. Well, it's just an amazing game. I'm actually at a loss for words of how good Uncharted is. This wrapped up the story well. It just does everything fucking right. It's a kick-ass game, and it does everything right. I really, the multiplayer's all right. I played a bit of it, but I'm okay with it because what is right about the multiplayer is that it has a rock solid best story of the year, amazing gameplay to go with it, and on top of this all, they add multiplayer. And it's not a piece of shit by any means. Is it good? I could take it or leave it. But it's adding to a great $60 value. This game is just fucking great. Fucking great. And I highly encourage you, if you're on a PS4, this is why you need to own it. Why you need to own a.
John Cena's been missing from the.
This is why you need to own it. I think it is an absolute must play. I think I just, like I said, it adds everything that you need it to. It has a multiplayer. And people are going to say, but you didn't put Doom on this list. Because Doom has great gameplay, but its story itself, not that great. And it's forced upon you a shitty multiplayer that didn't need it. Uncharted did the direct opposite. They made a fantastic story. Alright, awesome. Made great gameplay. Amazing. And then, as an added bonus, they gave you a multiplayer. That's not shit, but is it great? No. Is it fun? I could play it. It did what it needed to, and is an absolute. Just to let people know what my final score of like Uncharted as the entire game goes. A 10 out of 10. Go play it. It's a must see. And now I'm playing The Last of Us, and I will admit that Naughty Dog, that this game just might not be for me in the sense of it just could not be for me. And I'm okay with that. You know? But, you know, and so yeah, guys, that was my top 15 best games of this year. And I'm going to actually have a little bit of a special announcement here. You guys are going to see lists a lot more on this channel because here are some of the lists I do have going for next year. The top 10 worst games of all time, the top 5 best fighting games, top 5 best launch titles, top 5 canceled games, my top 10 most anticipated 2017 games, and that's going to be probably next week because we are going to do this on a weekly basis. The top 5 games that need movies, the top 5 best spin-offs, top 5 consoles, the top 5 most overrated games, the top 5 best exclusives, top 5 best horror games, the top 5 games that started somewhere else. So yeah, I got a lot of lists kind of conjured up here, and these are going to be done over weeks. The top 5 worst games of this year, that's probably going to be next week as well. Top 5 protagonists, top 5 females in gaming, top 5 sequels, top 5 games that need sequels, all that type of stuff are going to be coming to the channel. We might have special guests here and there. But, yeah, and then I also this is something that I'm going to try to do in the year 2017. I don't know if I'm going to get to it. Here are my goals, really, for this year, is that, alright, so, when I say this, I'm going to plan on doing it. This is where the announcements comes in, alright? So we have a whole bunch of list videos coming. That's going to be a new thing. I'm going to try to bring back the Nerds View podcast. That's a really old podcast, but I want to do it mainly on gaming and maybe wrestling, but not, I don't know. Mainly gaming and some other geeky stuff out there that I want to do, but mainly gaming, and I'm going to keep it as a main gaming thing. If I want to talk about something else, I'll gladly do it. This thing I'm going to try and keep doing, but I can't guarantee of it happening. Continuing daily uploads. As of right now, I'm going to continue to daily upload. Throughout everything, I'm going to continue daily uploads for you guys. As long as I can. As long as I can continue to do it, and I can be happy at what I do with it. I'm also going to try to do more comedy videos. And what I am saying by all this, you guys are saying that you're bringing back, you're doing list videos, you're doing the Nerds View podcast, you're doing Let's Plays, and you're going to try and do now more comedy videos, which is what an also thing that I do want to do. I want to do comedy videos because I feel like I have somewhat of an act for it. I just need to find the right game and I can do it well. And, of course, reviews, and, of course, you guys are going to continue to see rants. Hell, you're going to see a rant on Sunday. I'm going to go see Assassin's Creed. You guys are going to be in a long as fuck rant as I physically can. But, yeah. Thank you guys for an amazing 2016. Although we didn't make our goal by a fucking shot in the dark. Hell, here's what we did, this year alone. And I can't thank you guys enough for what you guys have done for me. 6,250 views. I can't put into words, guys, what that means to me. This means so much to me because, hell, I don't get to do what you know, this is what I love to do. And, I can say, hey, my views are up, just by this analytics page. Granted, um, it's going it's going all right. Got people that aren't subscribed to the channel are watching just by this analytics, and again, listen, I get that we did not do that well um this year alone, guys. We had 4,000 views this year, guys. I want to thank you for the bottom of my heart on that. That's what I wanted to look at. We got 127 likes and 17 dislikes. And that means, and what people are saying, like, why do you like dislikes? I just want to know if I'm doing something good. We gained 17 subscribers this year. Hell, I didn't think we were going to get really that much. I wanted to gain 1,000, or I even thought I said 10,000. That didn't go well. But, fuck it. We'll take a grain of salt. We got 118 comments this year. I could have earned 1 cent on some of this shit. My views went up 4,000. And I want to thank you guys for that. Some of my average watch times aren't the best. It's 3 minutes and 12 seconds. There's been highs and there's been lows, but watch time, the views, for someone, I can't put into words, guys, how that much means to me. People watch, and 2,000 of those videos came from people that weren't subscribed. So I know that the word is getting out. And that I had more people that were not subscribed watch my videos than that were subscribed. Now, I can't, that means people aren't subscribing. We got to figure out a way to do that. And like I said, whenever I do those little dumb outros, favorite, like, share, comment, do all that YouTube stuff, that's what I would like my outro to be. And again, I don't want to get this into too long of a rant or just conversation, really. Thank you guys so much. Everyone says 2016 was a terrible year, and I gotta admit, 2016 was not my favorite year. It was a pretty shit year for me. 2015 was probably one of the best years of my life, and 2016 was not the best year of my life for personal matters, and I might do a video on that later down the road when I can reflect on it and say, oh, God. But, the reason I'm doing this, guys, I'm going to get a little bit in-depth, is that I'm not employed right now, and I'm not trying to pull at your heartstrings or anyway. It just is really this is what I'm trying to do while looking for a job, 3 to 4 hours out of my day to look for one. And then when I'm not doing that, I'm sitting there trying to find a job for 3 to 4, sometimes 5 hours a day. Late at night, trying to look for any and anything that I want to do. I'm not telling you guys, I'm not wanting to do fast food. I don't want to do this and that. And that's probably gonna give me hate, saying I'm picky with what I want to do. I don't want to do fast food. I've done McAllister's, and that's not what I wanted to do. I liked retail, and life sucks. But listen, a lot of people have a bad year, but I'm promising you that 2017 is going to be a kick-ass year. And you're going to have to make it like that. And I'm not trying to get inspirational or anything. 2017 is going to be a good year for the right reasons. We did a kick-ass year, guys. I'm gonna make it a kick-ass year, and I hope that, you know, hell, we make that 10,000 year subscriber goal. I hope we get 1,000,000 subscribers by next year. Obviously, we aren't gonna do that, but I hope, you know, one video, guys, is really what it takes in YouTube. And some people might tell you wrong. No, it's one good fucking video that's gonna get your name out there, and that's when shit will start to spread. But guys, that was 2016. Thank you guys so much for, like I said, all that shit I just said. For the fucking 4,000 views we gained this year. Hell, I know that isn't the best thing in the world, but thank you from the bottom of my heart. It means the world to me that you guys even sit there and watch it for 3 minutes and 12 seconds. It's going to sound weird. Thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you guys so much for making my 2016 a little less shitty, because this is right now the only good thing in 2016 that I had, and you guys made it a lot better than what it was at around June and July. And, you know, I'm going to make it well. I'm going to get my job that I want, and I'm going to, you know, guys, before anyone says, how old are you? I'm 19 years old, all right? And my life, you know, it kind of sucks. But, you know, hell, I'm going to make it a lot fucking better. So, yeah, guys. Yeah. Hope you guys had a good 2016, and we'll have a better 2017 next year. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out.